off.
16-lap race. First one's neutral. Bergsla's gonna lead this one off. Helmet number 1. And then when they come around, the gun goes.
The second gun will come around once they come around to the start-finish line, and we'll see. Always watching Timothy Lubino for perhaps trying a breakaway. He has a couple victories through that way, and you have to wonder, will skaters become aware of that? Does he become a marked man? Or does he sneak off again? So he has a couple of World Cup victories here at Bergsma. And the second gun. And so it's Bergsma, Andrea Giovannini, Bart Swings. We shall see how things unfold. And the standing up begins. I'm looking around. Here is an attack. Canadian Daniel Hall and Stan van de Boont of the Netherlands.
He does have a big engine. If they let him go, he could be on his own for a while.
But Van de Boont reeled in by a number of skaters. It's Hall kind of on his own. Part of a sibling act of Canadians going to the Olympics. He and sister Laura. And counter coming. Let's see, is that Philip Douay-Schmidt? It is the case.
13 laps to go.
And this might just be the one where they let go for a little bit. First sprint point coming up.
It's a sprint lap for points.
This one is just very much staggered. And there is, lurking nearby, Timothy Lubino. Jílek with him. In the same pair yesterday when Sander Eitram set the 5,000 meter world record. And it is Philip Douay-Schmidt, and there is Lubino. On the inside, it's going to be a photo finish. And it actually is Japan's Sasaki Shomu taking it, but Jílek taking up the mantle, and he might be trying to get away. After that exertion, Sasaki does not want to lead a chase. Now, this is a dangerous figure, potentially getting away. The organization will have to come within the field. And it is Stan van de Boont monitoring the front right now. Just a lot of looking around at the moment. Who is going to lead the chase? The longer this takes to organize, the likelier Metoděj Jílek stays away. And there is, I believe that's Felix Mali coming around to try to join. And it looks all but assured that Jílek will take the second sprint point. Big enough advantage right now. The big question, will he continue? It will be Jílek taking the second sprint, and just watch, does he stand up at all, or is he committed? I think he's committed. Felix Mali gets the second spot. And then the field, it looks like it's actually Victor Haldthorpe of Denmark that is trying to bridge, but that's standing up in the field. This is starting to get dangerous. Metoděj Jílek, you're getting him get a little bit more away. Jílek has not won mass start this season. Stolz has one, Bergsma has two, Giovannini has one. But we know the capabilities of the young man from Czechia. There is Giovannini. And Thorpe and Molly sort of stuck in the middle. I don't see a lot of organization in the field. It's a lot of individuals going off on flyers that are then kind of chased down. And it is Lubino now trying to break away from the field. And the final sprint hotspot coming. And Jílek, couple seconds on Thorpe. Molly maybe fitting. Pardon me, it's Mathieu Belloir on the break from the field. And is the fatigue perhaps starting to set in on Jílek? He is, of course, world-class distance skater. And he will get this sprint point now. The big one's coming. Thorpe up for second. Belloir and Molly battled for third. And that's Indra Medar leading the chase group right now. And standings for the moment. But the organization has got to come eventually. Otherwise, they'll be hoping for Jílek to fade hard. Victor Thorpe is closing that gap. The skater from Denmark. And Belloir closing in for third. Jílek, I think the fatigue might be starting to settle in. I can't tell really. It just looks like he's got a low stride turnover, but that might just be him. And this one, who's freshest? This would be a podium we likely would not have thought of, but that's the joys of mass start. Jílek, Thorpe, and Belloir. I think Medar's turn on the front is done. He's done his pull for the main group. And I'm going to say it's maybe 100 meters. One to go. Metoděj Jílek. Now it's all hands to the pumps. Jorrit Bergsma leading the charge a little bit. And now it's all the elite skaters. There's Swings, there's Giovannini, there's Bergsma, but did they leave it far too late? Metoděj Jílek coming around. 100 meters to go. He has a big enough gap. The second and third place skaters are still in doubt, but I do not think Metoděj Jílek will be caught. And right at the death, Belloir hangs on. Giovannini for third. Heartbreak for Victor Thorpe. So close to a medal.
This concludes the mass start race. We will continue with the team sprints.
And so he committed to it, stayed away, and the organization just came a little bit too late from the main field, but Andrea Giovannini does get up onto the podium. And so it's Jílek taking victory once he won that second sprint, and it was left to Sasaki, who had just made an exertion to kind of pull him back. That was never going to work. Jílek was committed, and he gets victory. And so Belloir, the man from Rennes, now living in Saint-Malo, gets another medal for France. Saint-Malo, beautiful port city in Brittany. And then Giovannini getting up for third. Let's see it. There is the dash to the line. Thorpe just missing out. Mass start will be one of those events in a few weeks that perhaps is a bit more unexpected. On any day, just about anybody can win.